and thank you for finding your way to my channel, Travels with Bob LLC, the greatest non-informational cruise channel on the web today. Well, I know a lot of my subscribers, all three of you, you're probably sitting at home or in a bar somewhere watching the World Cup. Go USA! But for those that are not, the one or two that may not be, what I'd like to do today is bring a bit of information for you. A couple of people, you wonder, how do you decide what cruise to take? What cruise is going to be best for me? So what I've gathered is a bit of information. The information that I've gathered is right off the internet. Anyone can pull it up. The information I've got today is provided by Cruise Critic. It was pulled up, it was gathered, put together about 18 months ago. So it's going to be information based on the cruise lines that I represent. We will cover all of them in time, but today is just going to be a few that I represent. So we're going to look at some basic needs from you as a traveler, cruiser, and then I will let you know which ones will probably work best for you. So, starting off, we're going to go with the best cruise lines for families with little kids. Yay. Okay, first one. Actually, one of the biggest ones, not biggest ones, but Royal Caribbean. Who would not have guessed that? Royal Caribbean is going to be one of the ones you want because they have a great toddler play spaces, babysitting on most of the ships, and they have a solid reputation for caring for families with kids. Okay, yeah, that's not me at all. Again, next we're going to be looking at best for families with older kids, and by older kids, I'm assuming they mean teenagers. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my better half in the next room sneezing. So I think she's doing that to interrupt me on purpose. But we're doing best for families with older kids. And to make you feel better about it, it's not going to be Royal Caribbean. It's Royal Caribbean International. They try to sound exotic. It's the same company. The lines, they have some mega ships, for teens and tweens. They do everything from rock climbing, onboard surfing. They offer DJ classes. They have zip lines. They have some pretty high energy shows, and they have some free late night pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? Yes, please. Okay. Next, we're going to be looking at best for fitness enthusiasts. Okay, for any of my subscribers out there that are fitness enthusiasts, why are you watching my channel? Okay, again, for fitness enthusiasts, we're going to be looking at Royal Caribbean, again, International. Royal Caribbean International, because they offer some boxing, they have some ice skating, which a lot of you may or may not know, that ice skating rink. They offer bumper cars, rock climbing. They have the surfing, the wave thing that pull off your shorts accident just waiting to happen in front of cameras. Their gyms are pretty good. They have a lot of free weights, which I tend to walk around and look at. They have a lot of elliptical machines, Pilates, cycling. Again, for those of you who like to go on a cruise and sweat, which I see absolutely no reason to do. There's too many other good things going on a cruise for you to be sitting around and sweating. I mean, really. Okay, the next we're going to be looking for is best for budget-conscious cruisers. I don't know who that would be because, who's looking for a budget? Who's going to be going on a cruise and go, you know what, I gotta stay on budget. I cannot spend any more than this. Because if you do, you shouldn't go on a cruise or order the drink package or, But, in case you want to, best for budget conscious cruisers. of the cruise lines I represent, the best and only one is going to be MSC Cruises. MSC Cruises, a great cruise line. I have yet to go on this cruise line. I do have it on my bucket list. So as soon as they move a ship to the west coast, the closest is out of Galveston, and I don't care to travel to Galveston to cruise out. I don't know why. There's just something about Galveston that I don't, just not piquing my interest. So MSC Cruises, they are all over the world. World America is going to be one of the newer. World America is the one that's in Miami for us. They have a lot, and they often have inside cabins starting at under $100 a night. For those of you who've done your homework, you know that the average for a room overnight on any cruise is usually between $166 and $239. That is per night. Understand though that when you determine that you get most of these, you get drinks, you get food, you get entertainment, that's a pretty good price. But if you can get it at less than $100 a night, that's some money savings right there, buddy. Also, getting in a hotel, what are you going to get? You're going to get neighbors who are probably, having some boisterous, loud, next door, or kids running up and down the hall, or those who feel that the no smoking sign is not for them. So, and you're going to be paying well over $100 for all of that. When you could go on a cruise, see the world for under $100, get shows, get drinks. You probably still have those other things going on, but at least it'll still only be under $100. All right. Next one. Best for foodies. I think that category I fall under. By foodies, they mean people who like to go and experiment. Different restaurants, eat different things. I myself, I try not to miss out on too many meals, which is why most of the time when you're seeing me on here, I'm sitting down. You don't want to see me stand up. Okay, best for foodies. The one and only that I have listed that I recommend, highly recommend, and that I have cruised on a number of times, Celebrity Cruises. Now, I would believe that Virgin Voyages would also be on here, but again, this was made up about 18 months ago. I don't think that Cruise Critic had really done a review of their foods. So, Celebrity Cruises is at the top of that list, the top of my recommendations for if you're a foodie. Fine dining, night eats, everything is exquisite. If you're in a suite, you get to eat in Lumine. If you're in Aqua Class, you have Blue, but also with Aqua Class, you have Blue and you have the spa. You don't get that with the suites, but unless you're Zenith, and then you get everything. But of course, by Zenith, if you make Zenith, that means you've paid way too much and given back way too little, in my humble opinion. But again, for foodies, Celebrity Cruises is the one. Next, we're going to be looking at night owls, of which I am not. My wife and I, we are early risers. We are usually up before the sun and God in the morning, and by 8:30, 9 o'clock, we are well within a few hours of sleep. So night owls is not exactly us. But if you are a night owl, one of the cruise lines that's going to work for you, oddly enough, MSC Cruises, which also is for the budget conscious cruiser. So MSC Cruises, one of the best European companies out there, one of the largest shipping line, well, the world's largest shipping line, but they also have, the cruises, so the cruise ships, and they have their luxury line, which is Explorer Journeys. If you can never try that, try Explorer Journeys. So for that, we're looking at MSC Cruises. They have stuff for children, they have stuff for everybody, but it's for big for night owls. Night owls. Hoot, hoot. Okay, next we're going to be looking at, what are we looking at next? We're going to be looking at, best for entertainment. Now, there are a few that are above the companies that I represent. But out of the companies that I represent, we're looking at Royal Caribbean again. Royal Caribbean International. They want to throw that international on the end and make them sound. So Royal Caribbean International, they love to push the boundaries of online with their online entertainment options. Not only do they offer the ice skating shows and the water-based acrobatic shows, I believe those are on the Oasis class ships at the stern of the ship, where they have the people jump off into the little inflatable water pools. Amazing. They do have some Broadway shows, Mamma Mia, Hairspray, Saturday Night Fever that they've had, and they have an indoor promenade with a lot of shopping and a lot of people watching, which I consider a entertainment art on its own. So that is great. Next, we're going to be covered for exploring onshore, meaning you got to get off the ship and walk around. Of the cruise lines that I represent, what they've listed are two of the brands that I represent: Silversea and Viking. Now, neither one of these I've been on. I do want to go on one. Viking is one of the ocean-bound companies that do not have kids, along with Oceania, I believe, and Virgin Voyages. So, if you want something that has some really good on-land entertainment options, outings, or as they say, exploring onshore, look to Silversea and or Viking. Viking does a lot of the Norway, Stavanger, Norway, a lot out of Rome. All of the port itineraries are really freaking awesome. You will not be disappointed. With Silversea, they have a great curated food program. It's great. So for that one, they delve into a lot of the region's foods when they're on their evening meals. So that would be great to deal with as well. That was a quick, brief information on the cruise lines that I represent and some of the offers that they have. Hopefully this will help you better to determine a cruise line that fits for you. Again, these are just some of the cruise lines information, and they're the lines of the 7 lines that I represent. A few of them are covered here. I will go into depth later on more cruise lines, but that would be like an hour and a half video, and I just don't have the time or the interest. Okay, so again, this is for you, my subscribers of the channel World Famous Travels with Bob LLC. What I want you to do, folks, I want you to think about it. I want you to sit and think. Why haven't I been on a cruise? Why haven't I called Travels with Bob LLC to maybe get a bit of information on a cruise? Maybe help me determine where in the world I might go. What budget will work best for me? Where can I take my kids? Where can I take my husband? Where will we have the most amount of fun? Why haven't I called Travels with Bob LLC? I want you to think about that today, because I'm here. I have a phone. I have a couple of them, actually. So, if you want to call, I'll be here. Get out and travel. And hold on, let me see. Mama, what are they supposed to do? She's playing like she's sick. Get out and travel, folks. Hey, love, peace, and hair grease. Get out and travel. Have a good day. Thank you. If you like my videos, subscribe. Subscribe.